Well, everybody, so something a little different today. Welcome to WXMN Channel 68, WAXMAN TV. Going to go ahead and put in a screen door today. Do something a little bit different. And let's see. Let me leave a note down here too. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what I've done now, I'm looking at my own phone to see how far the lag is behind. Good morning, Mr. J's Mix. How you doing? Going to make a little bit of an adjustment. Let's try this here. Let's see how this is going to work. There we go. Yeah, I'm just seeing about the camera angles right now. I'm gonna, just what the description says, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my screen door this morning. Let's see what this how this looks now. There we go. The only thing I'm missing right now is my tools. I'm glad you're doing good, man. So I've got my my cell phone with me, so let me go get some tools, and I can talk at the same time. I guess it helps if I have a tape measure. Oh, thank you, man. Just don't know. It's just one of those weird things. The stream was working, then wasn't working, and now it's working again. So I'm figuring I'll just give it a try. You know, obviously this is not for everybody to watch somebody install a door, but you never know. Maybe somebody will want to do that because they see me doing it, right? I gotta sharpen my blade. But normally when I get home from work, I'm really just so tired. Well, forgot I had my fan on. See? There's something fun to watch. Let's see what I did. No damage. Woo! And my fan's still working. That is funny. Oh, that is hilarious. I also discovered my nephew didn't bring me back my tools. So that kind of sucks. And there's somebody walking up to my door right now. Hello.
Hello.
How can I help you?
Service, your name, carpet cleaning the
Oh.
house, grass.
No, I appreciate that, man. I
All right.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, let's try to do this again, but not without it hitting the ceiling fan. So you can see we got this particular door because my dog, he's a little dog. We want him to be able to breathe, but we still don't want him to keep, you know, he bugs out on people when we open the door. And so the point of putting in the screen door is to stop him from running out the door. And normally if I'm doing work out here, I've got a table. What's up, Jason? Good to see you, bro. As you can see, I'm just putting in a screen door today. And then probably Friday morning we'll probably do go back to those 1987s. Tools. All right, where's my description? See, I put in a lot of these doors, but you know, every door, even if it looks the same, sometimes it's different. So we want to do the hinge to the left. All right, here we go, English. View is outside the home, looking in. So we want, this is okay, let's turn it around without hitting the ceiling fan this time. There we go. Let's get a little more air in here. Hopefully I didn't do some damage to the inside of there. Let's see here. Sweaty towel, dude. You know what? Even though there's air conditioning at my job, you figure, what did I do today? So my Costco is still closed to the public. We are still shipping packages through UPS. So we've got a little assembly line of packages, of taping them, making the boxes, and then people pulling product. Today they had me, because we try to take turns doing the jobs. Today I was doing the conveyor belt. So after they would stuff the boxes with this product that the members were looking for, then they would go ahead and Z-bar hinge side position for left hinge. Left hinge. Okay, so there we go. You can see it's a little bit of, this wasn't for me, it was their work, they're putting it together, or maybe it was me hitting the thing. No, that's the way they did it. But I definitely gotta get that off of there without hurting myself. Hey Brandon, how you doing? Let me see. All right. So today I was doing that. I was taping up the boxes that we were shipping out. And they had to put on this huge fan. Even though we have air conditioning inside, they still had a huge fan blowing so that we would not be sweating too bad, but we still sweat pretty good. Let's see. So we know that this is going to be our hinge side. Let's see. And it looks like, let me figure this out here. I believe that's how it should go, but they just show you pictures anymore. Let's see. So it will be side and screw. let's see. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some cutting. We are gonna have to do some cutting, people. So that means that we're gonna have to move you guys back, bring out the table so I can cut. All right, so let's do that. Here we go. All right. Okay, I'm gonna go get the table and cutting tool and the extension cord for all that. All I gotta do now is still get the table. So how good is the volume, the sound from where I'm standing? You guys hear it good? All right, let me go get my little scissor table. All right, here we go. So now we've got to do the breaking out of the measuring tape. You take care too, bro. So I want us to go 5/16. So let's turn this way here. Go. So basically, it tells you, oh, we cut 5/16 of an inch, but yet when you look at it, there's more than that that's going to have to be cut. So I'm going to have to do this first. I have to mark it here. Okay. So I have to mark it first because that's going to be the bottom anyways. So now that I got that going, let's see. Yeah, this marker is no good. Let me get a different one. You know what was really cool is I was looking at my my YouTube channel, and for a while, not all of my videos were showing, but at least they're all there again, which is kind of cool. Okay, so let's try this again. Well, there's the mark. And it looks like I have a lot more that I have to measure. So let me do this. I understand. I know why they say the 5/16, so I'm not gonna argue with that. It needs to be. All right, there we go. So let's go 79 1/4. Should be the total length. All right. Let's try this again here. Yeah, so did something to my fan though when it got hit. Oh yeah. I now have 4 settings on my fan, and before I only had 3. So we're gonna go out 79 1/4. There we go. All right. All right. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and set this up so you guys can see me cutting it. Okay. It's not as smooth as I'd like it to be. Yeah, I don't have the greatest stream, guys. I'm sorry about that. Let's see if this matches up now. Let's see. Yep, perfect. So now the next step, it wants me to add the frame to it. Get this out of the way. Let's see. This is the other piece. I'm not worried about that yet. For sure, I'm just going to mark it off and get the marker. Which end is which? Yep, so this thing I want to cut. Okay, this is marked. saw earlier this was a little messed up, so I have to get something really quick. I'll be right back. Need to get those pliers. I guess I'll have to use my tool to fix it. That's about all you can do, right? I'll have to come back later and paint it. Okay. It works now. Better than it did before. This. Okay. All right. So let's see what we need here. Half band, half band, half band. So 3 of the half band head screws. Think of the 1/2 inch band screws. Where are they? Oh. So what I'm looking for is going to be in this bag. There we go. Let's get the screwdriver ready. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Top of the door. This is on here. This is going to be the top of the door. We know we got that top piece in the header. So one of the things I've learned is they give you these things they want you to do, but if you don't put certain things in first, even though it's showing you what they want you to do first, if you don't do other stuff first, it's almost moot. See, like this has to be cut and fit. And they want it on the inside. Or they want, oh, that's it, there we go. Okay. There we go. So, time to screw in 3 screws. Yes, I will talk to myself when I need to. This is why. So that's enough pressure. How you doing? Ooh, just working on my putting in a brand new screen door. I wish you could see better, but there's only so much angle I can get on doing this project. All right. Whew. Good. All right. What's the hard part? The piece that attaches to the door. Woohoo! A little warm out here. Okay. All right. Let's put the rest of the. Let's put the header in now. Looks like the header should be in first. Or does it go? Does it go after? Let me see. Let's see. Yep. Okay, header goes last. So now we're going to cut the other one. Let's go ahead. This thing marked up so we can see it better. We'll cut it. Close enough. Alright, there we go. So, there we go, guys. Switch tools again. Put the jam in. Oh, yeah. And hopefully get done before the wife shows up. I know she wasn't feeling good. She had an exercising incident, and so she was kind of in a little bit of a pain this morning. But all right. Change the direction of the camera more towards the door. Woo. And let's see how well we cut this. Let's see, 1 So before I screw this in, I want to make sure that that I've got this set up right with the jam. Yep. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see. And yes, those are real vines that I have up there. What's up, guys? I just gotta screw it in. Let's see here. I'm always trying to follow the manual, guys, because even if it's just a simple little piece of paper, you just never know. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. The jam itself, 3/4 inch. So we've done the half. We're going to go to the 3/4. Not quite sure what the ones are going to be doing. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Well, there's 15 of these screws. So that's quite a lot of screws. Let's see. Attach the door on the side. Wants a gap from top of frame, opening to top of hinge door. Should fit slightly against both sides of the wall. Okay. So it's going to come down to 3. All right, let's switch tools again. And here we go. This side. It's like first. That car that's playing that music is probably 100 yards away. That's how loud sometimes the music gets played in my hood. Alright. Let's just get these going. That sucked. There we go. Woo-hoo! All right. Next is the header, which we don't need to cut. We is just going to put it in place. Let's see now. Oh, let's do this different here. Just got to cut a small piece, just a small piece of this. This part right here, cut it. All right. See, for years my way my schedule was, I used to come home and I would just work around the house, and by my days off I wouldn't do anything, or I would, and then I went to doing it on my days off because I had more time. But then you lose your days off. So since I got off work at 9:30 this morning, I was like, well, let me go ahead and let me do this today. Now I will cut the grass tomorrow on my day off, because unless I feel like it later, but I doubt it. There we go. All right. Let's see if that did the trick. Okay. And I'm just going to cut a little bit off the end, so that it gives me about the same amount of space as the other side. Let's go here. Whew. All right. I believe that should do the trick. Yep, this is where I'm going to be happy with no matter what. All right, so turn you back over here, guys. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Woo. Emergency. A glass of vitamins on a very sweaty day. Okay. We almost have this done. Now for the hardware, which, if you notice, there's no holes or nothing, no plates or nothing, so Everything's got to be figured out on its own merit. Okay. All right. Okay. So the next step is putting this in. Let's see where we want to put this. Probably in this range will be good. Let's see. Maybe we'll get some painter's tape, the tape that's on here. Okay, so hopefully I should have what I'm looking for. I'm gonna have to use a countersink since my nephew, he needed to borrow just a couple drill bits. Okay, well here's the kit. Bring it back. Bring it back as quickly as you can. You sure? I'm like, yeah, just bring it back as quickly as you can. Good line height. All right, so let's see what we got here. My pilot hole. No, that's good. I have my other kit. Let me open my other kit up. other, usually I have one floating in here. Yeah, see, I have one of these. So I usually break the pins. Pin drills. What is this? Here we go. This is even better. So let me go get the a couple of things. Be right back. All right. So, a couple of things that I use is this. It's gear grease, but it's more than just that. For high speed, you use it for your drill bits, right? So, you've got a drill metal, whether aluminum, which is pretty soft. So usually it doesn't. You don't need to worry about it, but I use it because it allows the drill bits to last longer, meaning not because they can still break if you put too much pressure at the wrong angle, but the grease is good on a drill bit. So I've got my template, and then what I'll do after is I'll use this countersink to break out my 5/16 holes, because not too many choices. All right, here we go. I'm going to put more tape on the spot I'm working on because I want it to be anchored better than it is. I don't think it's anchored that good. Yeah, but it will be. There we go. I think that should work. Oh, here we go. I'm going to test it out. So that way we come through. Still some grease on it. Just a little bit more. Now, what I like about the countersink is, now you notice I put some on there after. The reason being is it'll help cool down the bit, and it actually allows the drill bit to it's less friction, so it saves the drill bits. They last longer. That drill bit is and I use it a lot as a pilot hole drill bit in a lot of situations, and I've actually had that drill bit, man, it had to be from the mid 2000s, 15 years. Same with this, I probably had it 15 years. There's still some grease on it, but I'm probably you know, for what I'm doing with the application, I'm not going to really worry too much. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a lot of, see the grease in here now. It's a little dry here, so I'm going to have to add some. I let somebody borrow it, and he returned it. He just didn't have any grease. So here we go. So we're down to 5/16, which will be like 3. Okay, one more. Let's see if that is the right one. I couldn't read it. So you should notice the tip was a little dull. So the other person that used it for a very serious application. I've used this in a drill press, so that tells you the high speed that it can go. And I need to go ahead and check and see if this will fit. So we're going to start with the 2 pops, as you heard the first pop, the second pop. 2 pops is what the designation. The first one is a quarter. Usually the second one is 5/16. So let's see what we're looking at. Okay. Here we go. And I'm just taking my time. 1, 2. Because if you don't, you really could go too deep, too quickly, and you don't want to do that. So, looking at our holes on this side, they're a little off center, so one of them will probably we'll probably widen it a little bigger. A little grease on it, and we'll see if we need to make any adjustments. And it gave me 3 holes to drill, so I drilled 3 holes. Whew. Not sure why, but we did. All right. So our next step, we've drilled the holes. Need to get all of the pins, the latches, the lock. Put that together. Okay. Turn you this way where I'm standing. Move my drill. Oh. A little warm. I don't even feel air coming from the fan. But I only got so many plugs out here to use. So where's it at? Where's it at? Just a small little piece of paper. That I do not see. Is it in here? Nope. I hate when you lose pieces of paper that might be important, but we had the piece for there. We just needed that other piece. I don't know what I did with it. So now I've got to do some guesswork. Which is always fun, right? That. I know what that's for. I know what that's for. I know what these are for. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so next step is, obviously I'm going to take the paper off. Then usually underneath here, have stuff to clean up. And one of the things that I like about the countersink, and let me see if I can't get, this is about it here, is I'm going to set you here for a minute, guys. I got a little bit closer. Let's see if it'll stay. Hold on one second. All right, let's see. We'll just stay here for a minute for us, right? Not asking for too much, are we, guys? Okay, so I can't get any closer, but if you can see how nice and clean this is, it's going to make this easier and smoother for when we put the jam on, or the handle on. And sometimes it makes it smoother even to guide the pieces in. So let's see here. It's here. Okay. I think I have a hand screwdriver. Nope, it's all good. It's all good. We'll get it right. We can just get it to connect. Through here. Right. There we go. So we can get that to turn there. Now, shoot. Okay, so what we got to do is we're going to go ahead and just widen it just a little bit more on this side. Where's it at? Remember what I was saying, that you might have to widen the hole just a little bit. I'm wondering if that was going to be the trick. Let's find out. Let us find out. All right. So just not sure if it's going to be. Okay. So let's go with. Let's make the adjustment on the bottom, because on the bottom I have once I have it set, I'll be able to run a screw in the bottom part of the handle. There we go. There we go. Whew. Yeah, I'm getting my glasses soaked. You know, heat index is probably around 100 today. Oh, I just snapped my nose too. Okay. So now I think it should be better. Let's find out. Go. So that's there. Just gotta connect the edge. Okay, so let me go get the screwdriver. Alright. So, one of the things you want to be careful about is when putting in the screws, make sure they go in gently, because like this one here, I didn't like the feel of it, but it did. It's good. It's going to go in. There we go. Because sometimes, you know, you can cross thread the screws. That's never good. Okay. And one more time. I guess it needs to go a little bit more. Okay. And it wants a screw right here, so we've got to put a screw in there now. Alright, and you see, I still have the goop on it, which is good. And my drill bit. I do appreciate you hanging out with me while you're doing your thing. Oh, sure. Oh, there we go. Ow. See, that's the one thing I hate about these screws. Why they give me such a long screw? Well, maybe they didn't. Maybe I got the wrong screw. This should be it. It's just too big to fight. There we go. Okay. Next step, since we lost the instructions, I would assume is this, which, knowing what I have in my pocket, this looks more like it. Yep, lost that piece of paper, so now we're winging it, guys. All right. Huh. So I have to go create a shim now. Okay. So there's a gap. About between an 1/8 and a 1/4 inch deep. So I've got to go grab a shim of some sort so I can shim this up. And then these screws are going to be too short, so I'm going to have to get some different screws. Because these aren't going to work. Okay. These are the screws here for that. Let's see, are they going to be deep enough? Probably not. I'll probably have to go with longer screws. All right. So now what I got a piece of old board, and I'm going to cut it to make a shim, and use the shorter screws. I did find some other screws. Use the shorter screws to mount it to the frame, Oh man. All right, I got my marker. I don't even need to mark it. And I'm just going to use my metal cutting blade because, oh yeah. Oh, look what we found. Sitting right over here the whole time. It was right here. I just moved something that was there. But we don't need it anymore because we already did it. Now we're just going to go ahead and create a jam strike wood plate. Extra longer than we need so that it can be secured better to the jam. And so let's see. The piece I want is this thicker part, so I've got to cut this off here right at the line. Well, let's see if this will work first try. Oh yeah. See that? So now what we'll do is we'll pre-drill the hole for the screws. The reason why is it's less likely to split when you do run a screw into it. And where is, put it back in here, yes. Well, actually I can do it. I've got a slightly bigger screw that I'm going to use, or drill bit. It's wood, so I don't need to worry too much about since we're going to be using this, let's do this. Less likely to come out. Here's our board. Come in the other way because it's a slightly darker color. That, this. Are these long enough? Nope. We're going to use, you know what? We need these for this. And then we'll run that goes into this. There you go, guys. Okay. And see. Okay, so it worked too good. But I already know how to fix that, which is cool. And I have that right here. It's also from metal, but situations like this, go a little, widen your hole a little bit. Go deeper, that's what the counter is for. There we go. Okay. And screw that back in. And then we'll do the countersink again. See that? There we go. And pull this out. Right. And here we go. So we don't need that anymore. It's got sawdust mixed in, but it's all good. That's actually really good on certain metals like aluminum, stain. It's not so much for stainless, depending on the stainless I got. Okay. You know what? Remember we were talking about that pre-drill, pre-hole? I can't really do it with this one. But it should be okay. So sometimes what you can do is, I know where this needs to be, is it needs to be right there. Sorry that you can't see that. So I pre-drilled this just a little bit of a hole. Just gonna get these both in here. should do it. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Yep. It latches. Woohoo! All right. The only thing I have left to do is put on this part now. This is the last part. Newer ones, they have you put them on the bottom, which I don't like, but there's no real center beam. This is more you know, it's flimsy. It's not going to hold this, so you have to put it in an area that's going to be strong. So the bottom of the frame is where it goes. That's the only real thing I don't like. Plus here, we don't have young children, but here anybody could accidentally put their hand through. So what we did on the other door is I have a plexiglass that I mounted inside, which I'll do on mine also. And let's see. I know I still have that piece of paper somewhere. What did I do with it? There it is. Okay. So this part here, you guys aren't going to be able to see me. Not that much. So the good news is this: we've got it up, latched. This is the last part of it. I'll be down here for a while. And yeah, that's it. Appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm going to go ahead and close down the stream. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, treat people with respect, treat them with dignity. Things will go well with you, them.